And welcome back to the Integrity Botanicals YouTube channel. Today I'm coming at you guys with a very highly requested video. I'm so excited for it. It is the entire swatch video of the Lily Lolo lipstick. So the Lily Lolo lipsticks will run you $18. They look a little something like this. We already know the packaging on these is right. We have the white bottom, the black top with the little logo, and then they open up just like a usual lipstick, and the name is just at the bottom. So they're easy to find. I do wish they had like a color tab so you could sort of tell if you had a few, but no big deal. I think the price point's pretty good at $18 as well. And these do have lanolin in them, so unfortunately they are not vegan products, but they do also have organic jojoba oil and rosemary extract. They're supposed to be very high in antioxidants. So we love those ingredients that are nourishing to the lips. So as far as the formulation for these, they're not a super high shine finish, some of them more than others. I will mention that as I go through, but they are also not super matte. So they're like a MAC cream sheen, sort of. They're not that milky and sheer. So the pigment on these is really quite good, but it is also buildable. Those are my favorite kind of lipsticks because you get more variety out of them. So I will have swatch pictures as always of the photos listed down below. It'll probably be two separate photos because there's quite a few shades. There is 13 in the line, and I will swatch them all on my mouth for you currently in this video. So let's start off with the one that I have in a tube, and it is a relatively nude shade. They do have a lot of great nude options. This first one here is the shade Love Affair, and Love Affair is one of my absolute favorites. It is a pinky nude, but it almost has a little bit of beige to it, so it's not super washed out. Again, you could build it up or leave it one swipe and just it'll be cancel out your lip color a little bit if you're wearing a smokier eye. Good everyday option because the hydrating properties, it's one that I like to leave in the purse. One that is much more sheer than the other ones is the shade Rose Gold, and Rose Gold is just a pale pinky nude similar to Love Affair, but like the name suggests, it does have that sort of golden tone to it. It does also have sparkle. It's a little chunky for my liking. Nothing crazy, but you sort of can feel that grit on your mouth when you put it on, just so you guys know. Then we have the lipstick in Demure, and Demure is another nude shade, but is much more peach, much more warm, but really, really beautiful. A good peachy nude if you like that more to a pinky beige like the Love Affair. It would be a good one for you. And then we have Nude Allure, which is very similar to Demure. It's just deeper. It's just a little bit deeper and it's more pink. Actually, now that I look at it, it's more similar to Love Affair. A more pigmented Love Affair. This would look like a great nude on a medium tan skin tone in the spring and summer months. Then we have the shade Temptation, and Temptation is a very cool toned pink. It's very similar to the new Aria lipstick that came out. Very cool toned. Isn't my favorite on me, but since it has a little bit of peach in it, it is a little bit more wearable. These cooler tones though are very brightening to the face. That is sort of why I can gravitate towards them. Getting more into the mid-tones, this is sort of the range that I really like. This is the shade Romantic Rose, and Romantic Rose is just gorgeous. Definitely a rose tone, not too dark, not too light. I love this shade. One of my absolute favorites. I will probably pick this up in the full size. Then we have the shade Parisian Pink. That name alone is enough to make me go crazy for it. Parisian Pink is a little bit creamier than some of the other formulations, making it a little bit more sheer, and it's a little bit more rosy than the Romantic Rose shade, like a rosy red, and the Romantic Rose more like a rosy pink. So if you have a deeper skin tone, you don't want something as cool, this could be a really nice option for you. It's gorgeous. Then we have the shade Intense Crush. An Intense Crush, again, is quite peach toned, but deeper. Another one of my favorites. This just sort of reminds me of like a Sophia Loren sort of shade. It has that nice coral to it. It's not too red. It's not too pink. It's a nice in-between and has a nice fuller coverage creamy finish. I love that one. Then we have the shade French Flirt, and now we are getting, again, a little bit deeper. French Flirt is sort of a nod to a red, but it still has that pink to it. It's not super saturated in pigment, but you can build it up. Another great one for the spring and summer months. Looks good with just a really casual makeup look. Looks good with just mascara, something like that. Okay, moving on to something still deep, but a little more pinky. We have the shade Passion Pink, and Passion Pink is a beautiful shade, much more wearable hot pink, again, because you could sort of sheer out that coverage, really work it into a stain, which is something I like to do with deep colors, period. But this sort of formulation that's not, it's not as creamy as the Hint Beauty Aria, and it's not as pigmented and waxy in a good way, by the way, as the Nudist Australia lipsticks. It's sort of like a perfect in-between, so it works really well to sort of smear into the lips. I bet it would work well as a sort of cream blush and a pinch as well, but a beautiful hot pink shade, if that's something you are willing to branch out to, really can make it quite wearable. If you would like to see that in a video, let me know. Then we have the shade Scarlet Red, and that sounds a little bit scarier than it actually is. It really is quite warm. It has a lot of pink to it. It's almost more fuchsia. So again, another one you can wear more like a stain, a little bit more easy. The pigment does build up, but it's not like MAC Ruby Woo, Nudist Revenge, very intense sort of bold color. Really good one. Again, those sort of like I just ate a popsicle sort of lipsticks are ones that I love for the summertime. And we're finishing up with the two deepest shades here. We have the shade Desire. Desire is much more of like a pinky, reddy, traditional berry sort of shade. This works well for any single time of the year. Build it up in the winter, sheer it out in the summer. It just looks good on every single skin tone you could possibly imagine. It's gorgeous. And then if you have a deep skin, I think this looks particularly amazing on you. If not, it's a really good fall, winter sort of shade. But I mean, wear your lipstick whenever you want. But this is the shade Berry Crush. And thinking of the name Berry Crush, it makes me think it would be more like Desire, because it has a lot of, it actually has a lot of brown to it. So it's a super browny plum sort of shade, very deep, very vibrant, and of course is one of the most pigmented in the lineup because it's super deep tone. But that is it, you guys. That is all 13 of the Lily Lolo lipsticks swatched. Like I said, if you would like to see images of them, that is going to be in the description box down below for you. If you have any questions on these, do let me know. Like I said, $18. You could pick up samples for $2 a piece, so it's not free within the order, so you could just pick up lipstick samples if that's something you want to do. The lipstick sample size, let me show you one that I have. I did use them, but it'll look something like this. You could get a solid, I don't know, 5 uses out of that. Really see if you like the color. In the video, I was applying everything with the Gressa lip brush. One of my favorites, highly recommend that as well. But check the description box out for all the product links, the photo swatches, and the ingredients list as well. And don't forget to check out our social media where you're down there, because we're everywhere. You guys can keep up with us. You'll be the first to know when videos go live and things like that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. As always, please do give it a big like and subscribe. I upload new videos here every single Monday and Friday. Lip liner video will have either gone up before this or will be coming, so I will link that down below, or stay tuned. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye.